We have
My best friend.
your best friend. Hi, beautiful. Melissa got up for like 2 seconds and she jacked her spot.
And so I told her to come over here, and this is what I got.
So you have Britton
I'm Patty.
And I'm Melissa.
this morning.
This is Sky.
This is Sky.
This is
She
her butt.
likes all of the snuggles. We had to put the trash can up because she was convinced there's something in the bottom of it.
She's right. You're right.
Look at that. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm in heaven.
She's all spaced out and chilled out.
Are you
Living her
in
best
heaven
life.
this morning?
It's like somebody gave you a CBD
hi,
gummy and you're just
sweetie.
chilling over here.
I think really she's been playing with Frankie all morning and she's just
Ready for her naps?
absolutely exhausted.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are. Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
maybe you'll be good. Especially because Melissa cleaned up. On the other side, we have like a photo studio and we had prop nuts and stuff that we take pictures with.
Prep
and
candy, prep food.
the last time that they have been purchased is questionable. So they were in rough condition. Melissa's like, can I throw this stuff away? The almonds aren't even the right color.
We may have told you
was
before,
interesting.
too, that Melissa might be a not-so-secret germaphobe and clean
Yeah.
freak. And so it kind of brings us joy because she just walks around after us and cleans up.
I think we probably drive her insane.
Don't
You
hit
know,
the
I
chat.
am never bored.
Yeah.
I'm never bored.
And we're just really grateful. We're grateful.
Good
Good morning, Jennifer.
So we had a fun idea.
Whose idea was it, by the way?
Britton's.
Britton's?
Ish.
Ish? Okay.
It's evolved.
Okay. I got an email yesterday that Britton had a fun idea, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
great. Because
yeah.
we never, sometimes we just come on and BS for a while. Just
Yeah.
forget at that.
So what we're gonna do is Melissa brewed 6 flavors of coffee. Patty and I do not know what the 6 flavors of coffee are. So, and she put them in different orders. So we're gonna taste test them and try to write down our answers. And then Melissa is going to let us know how many we got right. And it's only 6 flavors out of
40
a lot.
something. Okay, so
A lot
question.
of options.
Are these only our everyday coffees or any of them LTO flavors?
None of them are LTOs.
Okay. So it's kind of like a how well do we know our coffee flavors quiz.
And I'm going to say I stick to like my core 10 probably.
Yeah.
And I was telling Melissa, I'm like, there's a couple in there that it can be kind of tricky, like when you're not expecting it. Like Amaretto, Michigan can be pretty close.
They can, yeah.
Yep.
They can.
What are you
yeah.
whining about? Come on.
So
Relax.
if you had to guess a winner of this competition,
Wait a minute.
who's going to win? If you
I
had to
don't-
predict this.
Listen, I am.
Don't be magnanimous. Tell us who's going to win.
I'm not picking. I'm not picking. I'm not starting fights today.
Yeah. I already know who's going to win, and it's not me.
I don't know.
Not me.
You're pretty good at, knowing flavors and things. Hi, Sky.
Yeah, but I do that thing where I like taste a flavor and I'm like, oh, I know I've had this. I've tasted this before, but I just can't place it.
Yep.
We're just here for the
I'm
cuddles
just
now.
praying she doesn't poop in here this time.
Oh my gosh.
She's whining. She's already whining. Good
That
morning,
happened
Donna.
A few, was it last year? We were
Or like, yeah,
alive,
6 months ago or something.
And she went over to the corner and she relieved herself.
And they're so
She's just
stinky.
feeling a
you
little
can-
stressed.
When we watch the video later, you can kind of see where we both kind of like,
We signed
know.
off so
and
quick.
we're like, okay, bye. We're gonna go to work.
we
Bye.
gotta go. We gotta go.
Because when it
Yeah.
hit, it hit.
Yeah, good
All right.
nugget.
So,
All right, so
hi,
what's
Donna.
number
This
one?
is Sky, by the way, Donna. If you haven't met her
morning.
yet,
Yeah,
she's
this is
Britton's
Sky.
dog.
She's a crazy girl.
She is a crazy girl, but I
You
love
know,
her.
in my time hop today, we got her 1 year ago today.
Oh, really?
Brought her straight to the office.
Aw.
Aww.
I
So I
love
have
that.
pictures of her settling. Settling.
She's under the
in.
table now, just chilling.
She's settling, yeah. That's good. Okay, so 1.
Okay. All right. So, and our
Okay.
flavors are not the same,
Our
right?
flavors
so,
are
like,
not
my
the
number
same.
1 and your number 1 is not the same.
Correct.
Mine's fruit. Mine's definitely fruit. I feel like I need to smell them all really good before I try them.
Okay. Are we like talking about like what we think it is out loud?
Sure, because they're not the same.
Okay. Well, mine has got. Oh, you know what though?
I
gotta
had an idea. Now I might go back. I feel like it's chocolate raspberry.
Okay, so mine is hard. If that is, yours is definitely chocolate raspberry because I just caught a whiff of that and it's definitely chocolate raspberry. Mine is kind of hard because I'm getting maple and cinnamon. So I'm thinking it's French toast, but it also could be taking on caramel pecan pie.
It's so much harder when it's like a blind taste test. I feel like mine's got to be chocolate raspberry.
I'm going with French toast on mine.
I like how Melissa's just over there giggling. She's like, I know what it is.
This is the best part.
Yeah, right?
Of you knowing, I know. Why aren't you tasting them with us?
I feel like I'm going to do a palate cleanser.
That's not a bad idea. Oh, this is obvious.
A green apple
I
palate
didn't
cleanser.
even taste it yet, and I wrote it down. So this flavor is one of our most flavor-forward flavors you can get. Amaretto. It is just like knock your socks off. And it's funny because it comes through as cherry, but amaretto is an almond liqueur, right? But it does have like a cherry note to it.
I'm so confused now.
Because I'm talking about my flavor notes. Is this how I can get you?
Okay, so
Is this how I can wait?
it kind of smells like buttered popcorn when you have no frame of reference.
Okay.
Can I smell it?
No?
That's cheating,
What if I'm going
Daddy.
to tell you the answer?
I think it might be caramel pecan pie.
I don't think I've ever smelled caramel pecan pie and gotten buttered popcorn. Are you thinking sea salt caramel?
No.
Okay.
No, there's like, what is it? I don't think it's chocolate. I think it's caramel pecan pie. I might be totally off here. Can you tell me?
Did you brew, like, they're not in the same order, but, like, are my same flavors also her same flavors,
Gosh,
but they're in different orders?
It could
or do
also
we
be
have...
like creme brulee,
Okay.
but I just really feel like it's caramel pecan pie. I'm gonna go with my gut, and I'm probably wrong. But that's okay. Good morning. Whoever just said good morning, we use this like platform, so we actually can't see your name, but in the link or in the the description, there's a link, and if you click it, you can hit allow, and then we know who you are. Are you on 3 already?
I am.
Oh my gosh, you're going so quick.
But I'm actually, I think I have the same
Maddie's
one
cheating.
that you had, but...
Oh, whoa. That is very flavorful. It's Charles. Okay, good morning, Charles. I cannot judge your coffees. Yeah, we're just trying to identify them blind. So Melissa brewed them into cups, and for us, they're in completely different orders. So we're trying them blind to try to see if we can guess the flavor, and then she's going to let us know if we're right or
It's
not.
basically how well do we know our flavors?
Yep.
Right?
The answer for me is not well. Although,
Now,
this has got to be amaretto.
what I will say is that when, if a customer has a quality complaint, you know, like, hey, this doesn't taste good to me, I don't know I don't know if there's something going on, we will grab a bag of coffee from the same batch. Melissa will brew it.
Or usually a different batch even, so we can compare.
Well, we can do both, but we also want to try your batch because we want to know, like, is there a bean that, wasn't great in there or some kind of defect that made it not delicious. So, I mean, I feel like we do, I try at least, like, the coffees all the time to know the different flavors.
But when we brew up front, I definitely stick to my favorites.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
and I drink Costa Rican
favorites.
Lamanita every day. But then every now and then she'll throw a blueberry cobbler or cream brulee in there, and I'm like, I gotta have this.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're on number 4.
I am.
So you thought number 3 was sea salt caramel. Okay. Number 4. Ooh, this is chocolate something.
My number 4 is black cherry.
Do you think so? Mm-hmm. I feel like, is it chocolate? Now I'm gonna try it.
Now I'm gonna say that I'm acting like I'm pretty confident in this, but who knows? Who knows?
Ooh. See, this is definitely chocolate, but is it a chocolate and a nut, or is it just chocolate?
I really want to smell and tell you.
And then the problem is there coconut?
Oh, because then it could be a cocoa mocha nut or a German chocolate.
My gut says dark chocolate almond.
Again, I'm writing them down as I smell them. We'll see.
And then you're undoing them?
I've only undone one.
Gosh, I'm going to go with dark chocolate almond. I feel like there's a little bit of nut in there. I feel like...
It would be fun, Donna, for you guys to do this with us to see if you would get them
So
wrong or
fun.
not. Yeah.
What did you say?
Well, and Charles has...
For 4, I have dark chocolate almond.
Okay.
Charles has a full coffee closet, so
Morning,
he's
Bill.
tried probably more of our coffee than most. Probably Bill too, actually. So I kind of wonder if you guys would really be able to do this. If you were able to just like close your eyes in the morning and
Not
pick a
my
flavor
coffee.
and brew it and see what you got, and if you knew what it was, that'd be kind of fun.
She's trying to steal my coffee. So what do you think year 5 is?
Chocolate raspberry.
Chocolate raspberry. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm concerned because we don't have the same flavors on our list at all. But they're supposed to be the same flavors.
See, I don't know. Like I'm smelling them and I can tell, like, I think right away what it is.
I thought that sounded some of them until I tasted them and I changed my mind. I'm not even sure on this one.
Oh, you know what?
It was Swiss Mocha Almond. So that was the old name.
Yeah. We had somebody send us a message the other day that, you know, banana nut cream is not the same. And we're like, we promise it is. Just like the Swiss Mocha
a palate
almond
cleanser
and the
on
dark
this
chocolate
one.
almond is the same. What is it?
I said I need a palate cleanser on this one.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
My water, I have a green apple fizz, so
Oh,
green
yeah.
apple, which means not great. Not great at all.
Whoa.
It's the slogan. Are you stealing her? Yeah. Okay. And she's stolen. Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. I don't have black cherry for any of mine. Oh,
What did you say number 5 was?
I think I might have skipped number 5. Okay. that might be the issue.
Like, I didn't write down.
Oh, that's cherry. Now, is it black cherry or cherry?
Michigan cherry or black cherry, yeah. Our dog tried to drink coffee and once stole a
that's black.
stick of butter.
Oh my gosh. Donna, Sky loves butter. If she even sees it come out of the fridge, she starts freaking out until she can get on the counter. She has stolen so many sticks of butter.
Really? That's hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why I haven't had black cherry, because it's number 5.
I guess I probably should have shown you my list, so you know.
I'm
you
pretty
would've-
sure it's black cherry.
you would have been able to, you know, make up your own mind.
It has a little bit of sweetness. This is hard. This is really hard. This is like when Patty gives us mystery flavors for R&D, won't tell us what anything is.
You mean when I sit back and go, I just gave them rose flavored coffee and I can't wait to see their faces when they gag.
That one was like drinking potpourri.
It was.
That one was bad.
It was.
This one's mild. It could be like a French vanilla or a...
My answers.
There's a lot of things it could be.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite flavored coffee that we have? Do you have a favorite?
Oh, no.
I don't have a favorite. I really enjoy most of the ones that I've tried.
I think I'm going to go with sea salt.
Okay.
It could be... I don't think it's creme brulee, but it's definitely a milder flavor.
What if we had them all wrong?
That would be pretty freaking hilarious.
That would be funny.
That would be
I mean,
super
we do
funny.
have 40-some flavors. Actually, let me...
Are you gonna...
And you made these from K-Cups, right?
Yes.
Okay, that helps.
Yeah,
because I know which ones we have in K-Cups and which ones we don't.
It narrows it down by like 10.
I'm sticking with my answer on that one.
You know, and I think I know what we have in K-Cups and not. And then I really forget a lot.
Well, at one point I was like, I can't. Oh, butter pecan was for the mild one. I'm like, no, it's not butter pecan
Yeah.
because we don't have that in K-Cup. We also
No.
don't have it in decaf, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, why don't we have it
I don't
in
know.
decaf?
I always think about that sometimes when I pull. Maybe we should bring that in decaf.
That's a thought.
Yeah.
We probably should do that. Do we have
Yeah.
cinnamon bun in decaf?
No.
No?
No.
What's wrong with us?
I don't know.
Anybody need those in decaf? Let us
Yeah,
know.
yeah, let us know. Oh, yeah, and don't forget, today is the last day. Or no, I guess it's not today's the last day, but the 15th is the last day to order
So get the subscription
the
box.
ice cream truck flavors.
Ice cream truck. It's a good box. Waiting for next set of K-Cups.
Yeah.
We're still getting our handle around this set of K-Cups. But Charles, what flavors do you want to see? That's what I'm curious about. Like, what would be the next flavors people want?
Yeah. Cinnamon bun might be good in that one. Butter pecan in the K-Cup flavors. And
Yeah.
What else do we have that's not in the cups yet?
There's a lot, I feel like, not in the cups. S'mores.
We just brought in butterscotch toffee. Oh, yeah, s'mores would be a good one. Or chocolate
I'm
marshmallow.
like trying to go down the line of the aisle and
I
think,
know.
but it's very difficult.
I know. I'm thinking in colors right now. Like, because they're all color-coded boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know what you want to see. I feel like we've got quite, I would buy them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm curious.
Bill, do you have a collection like Charles does? He's got quite the collection.
Yeah. Yes, he does. It is a big collection, and having the flavor names on the K-Cups for the subscription has to help, because then you don't have to keep so many boxes.
Yes, for sure.
I know we've gotten some comments on that, on the reviews, being like, thank you so much. Yeah. I love the names.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Who wants
What
to
are
go
we thinking?
first?
Let's just do both our number ones.
Okay.
So you think your number one is
French toast.
You are correct.
Okay.
That
Giving
means
myself
that
a
is
star.
not caramel pecan pie. Okay, so my number one.
But to be fair, I wrote down caramel pecan pie and then I crossed it out, and then I immediately wrote down French toast.
And I can't remember the last time I've had French toast.
What I will say about our French toast is that somehow it brings in like a butter into it, or at least like maybe because I know the name.
And I was thinking that was like the
butter.
caramel, because I was thinking it was like our butterscotchy caramel that we have.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Cinnamon, butter, maple.
Man. So for number one, I have
French
chocolate
toast.
raspberry.
That is correct.
Yay, 1 point. So we're tied 1-1.
Okay, so my number two, I wrote down amaretto.
That is correct.
Okay.
And I have caramel pecan pie, which is not correct because it's French toast.
My number three, I wrote down sea salt caramel.
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a shot at number 6. And my number 3 is amaretto.
Yep.
Yay.
Amaretto is one of those flavors that it's just like you can smell it before it even gets to you.
It's like a punch in the face right away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then my number 4 is black cherry.
No,
it's
Michigan
cherry.
cherry.
No way.
Yes.
No way. Okay,
We're
so
both
minus
gonna
one.
get that wrong.
Yeah.
So number 4, I have dark chocolate almond.
I gotta smell number 4 again.
It's mine. Oh, you're number 4.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like when we have them next to each other, you can tell the difference. But having them apart, I wondered about the amaretto, the Michigan, and the black cherry. Like if we'd be able to
I
tell.
was going to brew all 3 of them, but I thought, well, I should probably be nice.
Give us a shot.
Yeah.
Oh, butter flavored drinks for dogs. Oh, they would love that. They would love butter flavored.
They would love that.
Gross.
Also, Lori's favorite thing is butter, so much
She
so
would-
that they got her a butter subscription for
Yeah,
Mother's
her
Day.
third one is, I just got the shipping notification last night. So her.
Any idea what flavors?
No, they don't. So I got her the one, so it has 2 like regular just salted butters and then only 1 like weird butter because I didn't want her to not like any of the butter.
I watched that woman spend like $17 on truffle butter because she wanted and she loves butter.
Yeah, she does love butter. I mean, who doesn't love butter?
I know, right?
What do you have for 5?
Chocolate raspberry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yay. Cool. And I have black cherry for 5.
Nope.
Because it's Michigan cherry.
Yep.
No.
Now
So
my number-
are we tied? No, you have 4. 4-3.
So for chocolate, or for number 6, at first I wrote down German chocolate because I thought I got a coconut, but when I tasted it, it was more dark chocolate almond to me. Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Yep.
Yay.
Yep. And then I have sea salt caramel for 6.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to say we did way better than I thought we would. Way better. So you got 5, right?
Yeah.
And I got 4. So Patty is the winner.
No surprise. I'm just kidding.
I'm not surprised. Honestly, I'm shocked that I got 4.
You did
And
good.
sea salt caramel was a big guess.
Yeah. Well, and I just feel like a lot of times when you just smell it, like the aroma comes up and you kind of, know like the flavor profiles. But there are some that are similar, right?
Yeah.
Like if you pick up a cinnamon note, a maple note.
Well, I feel like the caramel pecan pie to the French toast, even to the Vermont maple, like
yeah.
could, just kind of depending.
All
could
3 of those
taste
flavors
very
crossed in my mind. But I
similar.
will say Vermont maple is more like just maple. Whereas
Yeah,
you
where
start
you
picking
got
up the
that like
cinnamon
buttery
notes.
caramel, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was definitely thinking about in our drinks we have this caramel can, but it's more of like a butterscotchy caramel flavor, which is where I got caramel pecan
The caramel
pie.
that we put in our cafe caramel is more of
Yeah.
a butter. So yeah, we don't let a lot of people want to send us different caramel. We don't even try it because
You
it's
have
so
27 boxes in your cabinet.
good. You just went and counted.
That is impressive. That's pretty impressive.
That makes me happy.
I mean, I'm with you. I'm terrible at choosing. I just kind of want everything.
Well, and you know what's the saddest thing ever is when you actually run out of coffee, because that happened to us like a month ago, and I was mad at my son. I'm like, how did you not tell me? Do you know what I do for a living?
Yeah, I could have brought it home Friday. Like, come on.
Like, there's coffee everywhere around me.
I always feel bad when my brother-in-laws come into town because we don't really drink coffee on the weekends. I just drink it during the week when I'm here.
Right.
And so then we have guests come over and they're like, where's your coffee? And I'm like, I just drink it at work. I don't know. I don't have any.
Yeah. Sorry.
Or I have it in my car and I can go get some. But
Right.
I better text him now. I'm kind of worried that I don't have coffee for the weekend now.
Right. Very concerning.
I know, right? When I used to like every weekend go, and it was, I don't know why I didn't have a coffee maker. This was like probably 20 years ago. And I'd get up every morning and go and get coffee. And my husband finally said, why don't you brew coffee at home? You work for a coffee company. I'm like, my God, Eureka.
Oh my
He
God.
bought me a $19 Black & Decker, and we've never gone back.
I think we have something like that too. Like I got it in like college and it works just fine.
You know what? I'm cool with the cheap coffee maker. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't need the Ninja. I don't need like the crazy bell. It does its job and it makes good coffee.
Yeah.
So
Of course, hot water.
yeah.
over coffee grinds.
Yeah. I think now I've upgraded to a $35 model. I think it's a Mr. Coffee, you know?
Yeah.
I had a little 4-cup pot, and my friend mocked me relentlessly for it.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, I'm the only one that drinks
Right.
coffee. So she went out and bought me a bigger coffee pot.
But you still make a 4-cup pot in it? Because you should only make what you're going to drink, right?
I do, but I've kind of increased the amount of coffee that I drink.
You're like, I'm up to a
Yeah.
pot at this point.
Well, that's why, like, everybody, when they started doing the Keurigs, I'm like, why do you do the Keurigs when you can, I mean, you can do that. Like, a 4-cup pot is like, 1.5 cups of coffee for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, why wouldn't you just do it that way? But I know people love Keurigs and the convenience and,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I were to start doing coffee at home, I'd probably do a Keurig just because I'd be the only one drinking it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not, like, I don't need coffee to start my day.
Right.
I like it, but I don't need it.
I feel bad for my husband when I haven't had coffee. They literally come to my door and bring coffee to me in the morning because nobody wants me in their face before I've had it.
Really? Yeah. Like,
That's why I always brew yours first.
I notice, and I really do appreciate it.
and then
I come here in the morning and I
sometimes
notice.
around like 9:30, 10 o'clock, also Melissa's like, I have blueberry. I'm like, okay, I'll be there.
So
And
you're sweet in the morning, always, and I'm like, give me coffee.
You know what, though? I would say I'm definitely more of a morning person, like just naturally. But you get me to 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and I'm over life. Like, I'm going to bed, and that's the end of it.
Well, and a lot of it, like, you have young kids. I wonder if that will change as they get older.
No, I've always preferred the morning.
Yeah. I just like to be in bed at 7. Like, if I could just go to sleep at 7 and be done, like, that's fine.
Yeah. I came home, I don't know if it was yesterday, the day before, but my husband had picked up the kids from daycare, and he was fast asleep on the couch, and the kids were just running around. I'm like, oh my gosh, she must have been exhausted.
That's so funny. Oh, look, I think Sky knocked this off and it's been off this whole time.
I didn't even hear you. That's hilarious.
Just laughing at myself.
Yeah, I wonder what Logan even did with her.
I don't know either.
It's funny because Frankie and Sky have been in my office all morning.
Frankie's the other girl dog that we
other
have.
dog,
yeah.
yeah. And Frankie,
Is crazy.
she's crazy. So she loves so hard and so aggressively.
She gives you nibs and scratches and bites and
Yeah, they're like
She's just so
love
happy.
bites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll like jump. She jumped in my lap and she's like standing on me like nibbling my shoulder and then turned around and nibbled my eyeball. And then like it's just so ridiculous. She won't even sit in your lap to love you. And then she jumps down and then Sky crawls up and is like, like nice kisses.
I know, that's why I love me some Sky, because she just comes and gets in my lap and
But
we
I love
cuddle.
the Frankie aggressiveness too.
She loves you so hard.
She loves so hard.
She does.
So hard.
She's a little.
Just the juxtaposition of them in my office. So then Sky will get up in my lap so nicely, so then Frankie launches on top of her in my lap. Melissa had to come rescue me in my office.
Frankie was just like all up over her head. And like,
yeah, she had like
I
my
don't know what was
arms
happening.
pinned down under. Well, Sky was under her.
Did you yell
And then
for help?
Frankie, yeah, I did. Frankie was on top of her, and she had like my arms pinned down, and she was shoving her body against my face and was like biting me. And they're love bites, but they are bites.
This sounds scary.
I'm like, somebody.
Well,
she had
and,
to like get him down.
And no plant is safe from Frank.
Oh my gosh, she eats all the plants.
Yeah, she is a monster. And dirt, they both love dirt.
They do love dirt.
Like, so much.
It's really annoying. Every time they get by a potted plant, they're like stealing dirt from the plants and eating it.
They're nuts.
they
are.
wait too.
They
wait until nobody's looking, and they'll just go and
Get a big glob of
dirt.
it. And they eat the whole thing.
Well, and I put that fertilizer in it, and I mean, I guess it's fragrant to them because they love it. They like follow it around like it's like.
Patty pulls out fertilizer on the plant fertilizer day. They like.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, like I hope it's not toxic. It's organic, but I don't know.
They eat it anyway.
I guess I better double check that I'm not
though.
silently poisoning the dogs.
And they're glad that they get to spend time together.
Yeah, they do. They're
Which
good
is
doggies.
nice.
They're good doggies. I just love dogs. I just want always to have dogs. Oh, for Prime Day yesterday, I bought doggy steps for because I have my 11-year-old pug. He just turned 11 on the 4th of July.
Oh my
I know, he's so
goodness.
old, and he just like works himself up to like getting on the bed like
That's how it goes.
Oh, 100%, because puggies are like
Well, yeah,
they're like little
right.
pigs, that's all they
Right.
do is make little piggy noises all day long. So, but that poor dog, like I can barely walk him around, and he wants to go on walks, and he wants to go on long walks. But like to walk around my block is like 20 minutes, and then you kind of feel like you're abusing him a little bit because he's just like breathing hard and like I have a little
doesn't
water
need
bottle.
walks.
Oh, but he wants the walks, and he gets so excited because I don't know if your boy dog does this. Do you have a boy dog?
I do.
Does he pee on every single thing?
Every
Yes.
leaf.
I'm like, you don't even have pee
thing.
left. I don't understand how you're doing this.
Yeah. Yep.
But then I have a female pug, and she's 3, and then she lifts her leg to pee on things. So after he
really?
pees, I know. After he pees on it, then she comes behind him and pees on it. It's
Oh
the
my
weirdest
gosh.
thing.
So
I
your
know.
walks are like not productive at all.
My walk said it's a 20-minute walk is a 40-minute walk because we just stop and pee on everything. I'm like, can we stop, please? Can we stop?
I felt really bad because my older dog, I took him on a walk, and I take him down to there's like a stop sign in back.
Yeah.
Because that's as far as he can go.
Yeah.
It's maybe like a half a mile or
Yeah,
something.
it's not long. Yeah.
But I'm like kind of yanking around because he's doing that pee thing on
Yeah.
everything, and I'm pulling. I wasn't really watching, and then he's like really staying back there. And so I turned around, and the poor guy's like pooping in the middle of the road because I kept pulling on him. He couldn't stop. I was like, "Oh, sorry,
Poor
bud.
guy.
I guess we can stop for that."
Yeah. Nope, Donna, that's definitely what they're doing. And according to Teddy and June, the whole world is
The
theirs.
whole neighborhood's
Yes.
their territory.
Yeah.
Yes, everything belongs to the 2 of them.
Yeah.
And that is the way that it is. But I'm like, man, like for a girl to do that, it's so
No,
weird.
They do
right?
because
Yeah.
so between my brother-in-laws, and they all stay at our house, there's 8 dogs.
Oh
So
my
all
God.
8 dogs are always at our house, and when you let them out in the backyard together, they go like they'll pee on this little weed, and then the next one will come pee on the same. And they all do it continually. They just go around the yard.
Seems like you kill all the
marking
weeds in the neighborhood
after each
yard,
other. Yeah, it is the most ridiculous thing
You'd
I've
think,
ever
right?
seen.
Yeah. Gosh, dogs are hilarious.
Dogs are funny.
I'm so much more a dog person than a cat person, too. I've just never been much of a
Same.
cat person.
Yeah, and
No.
I don't know if we just my sister was allergic, so we didn't have them
Yeah.
growing up. We weren't around them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I grew up around them, if I'd feel differently.
Yeah. Our dog barks at the neighbors like, what are you doing on my property? Oh, same.
Yeah.
Same. And I'm like, they can that's their fence. That's their side. Like, leave them alone,
Yeah.
No, they don't do that at all.
Copper barks at everything, and he's a hound dog, so he
Oh,
howls.
that's kind of fun.
It's cute, and it gets like a little squeaky in the beginning because he's getting older, and it's just he doesn't have that oomph behind
How
it
old is
anymore.
Copper?
He's probably about 10.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
we all have old babies.
I know. When my Sophie dog, when we had to put her down, I think I stayed in
That
bed
was
for
sad.
2 days. I cried
so
and cried. It's so sad because they are our family members. Like when you have this little puppy who's just like on your hip all day long, you know, and then all of a sudden when they're not, it's just really sad.
I can't even think about it.
I know.
I can't even process that.
There's definitely a 2 or 3 day bereavement process that the company now grants, so saith me.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. I know.
Right. Well, Patty was the undisputed winner today.
Only by one, though. You were close.
Yeah, I do feel like we should have to get Lori in on this. I'd be
agree.
really curious.
Yeah, yeah.
Switch
And,
up
you
the
know, we said
flavors.
we have to have another bake-off soon, too, because we haven't done
Yeah.
a bake-off. Maybe we'll have to have you bake something, too.
I like to bake.
You like
Do
to bake?
you?
I do.
Okay.
I like to bake. My level of... I'm actually not a bad baker. But sometimes I just don't have the time to execute.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I would rather bake something than, like, buy something store-bought. So I'm like, I want a chocolate chip cookie. All right, I'm going to go make it, you know?
Yeah.
I would rather just go to the store and buy the roll of dough because I don't have time.
And it's hard when you've got young children.
Yeah.
They
Well,
they want to help.
Well, that's the problem is they want to get involved and it's like, oh my gosh, this, what would have been a 20-minute process now just took an hour.
Yeah. Captain
It's a little
Chaos
crazy.
loves to help with everything.
I love
It's
that you
like,
call your
okay.
daughter Captain Chaos.
She is. She's 4. She's chaotic.
Yeah.
That's the only way to describe her.
You think it'll get better as she gets older, or do they she'll always be nuts?
I can only hope, but I'm not sure.
It's funny because I texted, I wanted to sign my 4-year-old up for karate. And so I reached out to a local karate place, and apparently they have now decided that, hello, Sky, they
Hi, baby.
text the parents with some questions, and they do 2 private sessions before they put them in class. With other
Really?
kids, which I kind of love because they want to see if they like it and also probably how disruptive they are.
Right.
How serious is your 4-year-old at karate?
So,
Jeez.
well, he was texting. He was like,
Yeah.
has he ever done structured sports before? I'm like, well, we tried soccer, but it didn't go very well. So there's that. So we'll see.
Who's a good girl?
We call Shayna, our 2-year-old, the Kraken. That's hilarious.
Okay, so I love that you know what the Kraken is. There was a lot of debate about that in-house.
Gosh.
Like a lot of debate because
We did the Kraken stickers in the CB Legends program.
Yes, so
because
if-
Krakens are cool and they're legendary.
Yes.
And they're a little crazy.
and so all of us, when they were doing the art on it, we are like, the Kraken, we love it. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And Lori's like, that's
What's
stupid.
a Kraken?
I don't get it. That's
Yeah.
dumb. And we're all like super excited for this giant
But
octopus
it's funny
thing.
now because she keeps sending us stuff or finding stuff, and it's all Krakens, and she's like, "What's your guys' obsession with this?" I'm like, yeah, we call Sky the Kraken. Well,
Aw.
my kids call her the Crackhead, but
Oh, so not the Kraken, but the Crackhead.
well, yeah, we call her the Kraken. We're like, release the Kraken, and then they
say release the-
modified it slightly, but they don't even know what that
They
means.
say release the Kraken. Oh my God.
But they don't even know what that really is.
Right.
It's
Right.
just their take
Look
on
at
the
look
word.
at I'm saying crackhead and she thinks I'm talking
Are
to
you
her.
excited? Is that exciting?
Who's the crackhead? Okay, give you all the
She
pets.
just got really excited about that.
She did.
Yeah.
Come on, Skippy.
Oh, such
Come
a
on.
good girl.
Okay. You're the best girl.
Oh,
You're the
my
best
goodness.
girl. She does love me.
So happy. Oh, that's not ladylike.
I'll give you some chicken at lunch. How does that sound? That's better than that.
Yeah. While we work out.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Hey, don't
Yeah.
eat that. Don't eat that.
I'm glad you love it, Donna, because sometimes we come in and we're just like, we're just going to be us for 30 minutes and see what happens.
Could you imagine working with us? We're like this all the time.
All day long, pretty much. I know.
I wasn't warned when I was hired.
You
in.
know, we
I
probably
feel
should
like you
interview
guys
people
should
by
come
putting
up
you
with
through an
warning
obstacle
labels.
course.
I
should come with
thought we
them.
tried to warn you. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there was many conversations.
Usually when they're interviewing, they bring me in for about 5 seconds and I'll just say something off the wall. And if
happen.
well, I try. Yeah. And if you can hang with it and if you don't react too strongly, you're in.
Yeah.
So sorry you didn't get that warning.
All right.
Live and learn.
Bye, everybody. Have a great week.
Bye.